Yo abusia nanso so da foforo na enne enkoma me ne ubedi ye one of the biggest episodes ana editorials ameye na 4 episodes na me started first one it had issues, so now I had to stop. It was the twin flame inti me bejaye, but I have come to realize that say ye be share issues na ye pese we are singing na stable ansa na yakade ye pese ye kan ebe ye den ebe ma adwuma na konachi omo aye ready no so ebe konachi so sesi enu de ye the speed no egum e de ama obi asebe na adwene mu da ho ni nyansemu ewo soro a obetumi afa message no e de aye bibi pa bi ama no ho e de aboa African continent ni nipa ewo mu nyina nti se ye nhwe ba bia yenimu ana ye continue jana na ye kagum. Today we are going to discuss the traumatic covenant. The traumatic covenant. When you talk of soulmate, a broad, a branches just like the brain chambers. Inti endano maybe my form. Na ya take that episode na ya drop in the back no again na fe ya start ni ahwe me ne oba be fa twin flame mu na ye be fa one part the traumatic covenant no na afe ya share the bonds a what twin flame no mu. Is it physical? Is it ethereal? And no me pese ye fem ye bedi kan ahwe the ancient masters no said they omo calculate omo twin flame and also said the traumatic covenant no na ya hwe bonds a ewom e den na ma wo ni obi hia ya eye wo say ni pei ni amahu nti esese me ware no wo no wo yam hye wo wotumi ti asese ni pei a mahia nu eye bibi na me betua wa cost me trauma bi pen e na me ne na behia metua kama nako ama makate of trauma no ana metia tom na wabetoa so ade me abrabo no aye traumatic ana saade we na ye ba behwe ye behwe ancient masters no the way omo twin flame any insunsanso a ewo so ye wi ba behwe the religious teachings any ya share the principle of afa eno de na nka yade ye nananom no use pa ne ya ba behwe the other spiritual divinations ne ye wi ya behwe astrologers no so any omo read horoscope no ye behwe omo take ewo twin flame asem ho ba bia the limit ni nyina ekọ ne ye wi na me de downloads kakra atua to ama na downloads ni mu na me yi sa asem we na me bisa say trauma bonds any twin flame which shakes your core the most. Ekwana downloads no ebe free aba trauma bonds any twin flame. Do you even know the difference? And like I asked, the na is shaking will call the most. Inti sa wo beti sa two way ase a afa wo behu nipa na wahia no no esese wo boa no na okọ esese wo boa no na oka nipa na oboa wo no oboa wo esese wo ka anase esese wo ma de boa wo na okọ. This is the conversation na ye kwa have a very big. Me do be ko 2 stages mu. Ye be share trauma bond. Na afei ya ba be share twin flame itself. The difference the topic is the traumatic covenant. Inti ye be komu na afei ya chire mu ebubu mu twin flame no the chambers a ewo na afei ye wi a ya ba be share the traumatic bond. Ade a yentumi nti ase a ye mumu bebre ade a ye started fine relationship a started na nka say ye business wise and say ending up as marriage relationship a ye started ya na nka say enye 1 year asem na ye ni gibro so ni ye de ye ho koto ni niama ye de breye no eno na nde ne ye ba behwe. Do you guys remember when I opened the editorial on twin flames ascension and the feedback it came with? Na February 25th 2024 ewo 25k ewo YouTube channel no so ma o date na we hu say because date no so nyame na me put no wakasa masesa YouTube and na di o mu date e de to ho ade se wo delete video no now san ko reposti eno crampo no ma wo back date e de wo be back time a we post no nti me gidi se wo kai sa episode no se wan hwe sa episode na mpacha wo betumi akohwe February 25th 2024 and na me yes sa episode no that is 1 year crap ago and I'm here this twin flame ascension episode. I was supposed to follow up with this particular episode, but for the fact that some people thought it's an hijack a new theory to make money with, I left it hanging because minya peno na practice for to go na afekure bi be claim ownership. Na me to me betena se for over 2 months enya episode no obi mmeka se wentimi gyae to wona me hwe se yenim ampa ye beto aso na yehu se yenim igyato wa na ma ehu hwe. But like I said, no say the diguma na ye diguma omo befa na omo befa. But we are putting things in place honestly for all these things so that say you start episode you benya bibi a protect episode no na yetumi aye awie na omo esese omo benefit no na omo a benefit. The idea of twin flame is not in isolation. So I was not talking about just twin flames like people were exploiting for money. No. And I would twin flame ni and I say and yes sir, twin flame issue has got nothing to do with the physical. My editorial was focused on twin flame ascension. Ascension. It is not for love, but for spiritual ascension. That was my editorial. The focus is not anything this 3D. It was everything ethereal. So please, everything here is for your self-growth. Bibia meye wa bia ye individual. Wo de be ye wo hu yie e wo fie. Na your destination ye ascension. Just like every ascended master, including your Jesus, ascended ye no. Obeye adwuma bi wa ha. Ena otumi pagya ne mu. And that's adwuma na me twe ankrankra bia adwene abaso. Se ono so nya ne hu adwuma na ontumi empagya ne mu. Enti the twin flame ascension I did was not anything that will trap you here or that will entice you here or that will make any attachment here on this 3D world. The modus operandi for that editorial was that there are alternative routes for activating one's ascension. Once ascension, yetumi tu nipa fo akatere ni mpo se wo ware asomesi obe ha ascension obe say ye the physical issue na frafra sunsum semu enti asema ye physical issue no ye nim how to handle it asema ye spiritual issue no ne ye de ye ni we ni ye de hwe eno be ma ya koyechi. And one of the mysteries is the wisdom of genetic or DNA twining, which completes an aura that gives you features of ascension. So when you become all these things, no, it has got nothing to do with relationship. Relationship is the only thing we sleep with everybody and make babies with everybody. We don't actually check. Even cry sebio obi oye sickle cell kwa ni obi koda onhwe na wakwo akola no no de ato problem. Nti DNA and twin flame things has got nothing to do with our physical relationship. Unfortunately, it was hijacked before we could complete the 3rd episode. So I said, why not? People need to hear and protect their spiritual journey. Because me ya ina na pa nti me ya na batena make no say me decide say ye di bibie egu wa na ye di gu wo sa na ye ko omo ehi omo no mfa wo so a obegina wo ne yato ama who case. So hijackers or no hijackers, this is the most important editorial needed. If you have been half educated on the myth of twin ascension as soul pairing for relationship or whatever reasons, today we go to the other side. So when soulmate and our twin flame, unlimited abedru say it's about pairing people or marrying people or whatever, and that we are half educated. So we are going to go deep, go to all the branches so that you can do your calculation and understand that it goes beyond the shallow explanations we give to people. Because when you hear the word twin flame, it's bigger and deeper than 2 hours episode. Until even me, I cannot do me a 2 hours episode. 1.5 hours crowd. To me, in fact, that 2 hours no, and yet the twin flame. So today we are going to go deeper. The topic is the traumatic covenant. And the biggest topic that you can find all these soulmate and twin flame thing under it. So I'm going to take it from different perspectives. Na ye de ni nyina bubom ye wi ane ye de downloads kakra feto e de amount but momo mpa ye say ye won kwa afi we be ko na wi ye de episode bi e bebe bia rituals etato na eye free so it is not for say me man krankra bi akwa ababiom edeba spiritual award we dey kese yi so afekra na ye be start. I believed you, 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 I believed you wherever you are watching me from. I believed you and I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, I send you joy, I send you strength, I send you wealth, I send you health, I send you light, I send you light, I send you light, I send you pure energies, I send you energies wherever you are watching me from. I wish you a nature day. I believed you. Yes, I do not bless you. I believed you. I do not bless you. I do not bless you. I believed you. It's a nature day. And I know we are all well. I welcome you to Spiritual Hour once again. On this platform, I am the voice of our ancestors. They speak through me, they smell through me, and they hear through me. In fact, they drop every particle of information through me to us. I welcome us to another episode. Call me the goddess of Akabulan. I am everything African. Pure bloodline. I am the true bloodline. I am African woman. I love my continent. I am proud of my race. I welcome you. Today is going to be great. We are going to talk about the traumatic covenant. Ade we are tricky nipa bebre, amoma ware nipa bebre. A tricky nipa bebre momu are trapped in so many relationships. What is the agenda of marriage? Especially, they are what God has put together. Let no man put asunder. No. What is the agenda behind it? Is it doing us good? Is it killing us? Can we hold on to that vow? And your question na me bisa wo mpaucho. And brase kwanso. Mami taking this opportunity. Na means sending love to 3 of the pearls. Unfortunately, I left your names. You are 3. You know yourself. I know you know. Just give me thumbs up if you are the one. 2 people did a great job for last week episode. The rituals na meka no. Omu take omu time and omu scripting the camera and omu posti our platform. So I was so proud of myself. And another person did a wonderful thing. And I shame say mija adini ofie. Onso wo ho no ma na wa ma onsa so wo ho ama me. Otumi hu say meyi nipa ye omu tete heyi baako e de afiri so. Ye platform no experience bibi big. Ewo last episode no asema make you pa cross check wo comment no so na hwe. That day no na ya kwesi there. Okay, last week was akwesi there. And na ye talking about that rituals no. So I feel say na so many energies were around into no me ba could see from and mema energy na all control and answer the frequency of the earth no aligning with the platform no. Ma me ntro de audi behu ko share comment no. Obia comment or chiro wo bia comment bia was 6 likes, 7 likes, 9 likes. Go and check 3 likes. And no so a communication. This platform is a whole dome. It goes beyond said ya umu. Nti me appreciate omo supporti their input omo chiro rituals ni gu ho. Ema omo ntumi ntie no ebe copy keke. Na chere say wo ye na de o take a critical look at the energies no so wo platform so tumi say nipa ba ko ni wo no ono so may appreciate it so much. And then yeah, another day na I could discuss a very important topic like I said. For those of us in faith-based religions, we already have a strong unhealthy emotional attachment to abusive and tyrannical gods. Obia owo gidie mu say ye bosom, say ye Yahweh, say ye who, Allah, say obia our faith-based religion mubiano is already trapped in a particular relationship obi na edi so na ochire na mmiri obewu na ochire na mmiri obenyane ochire ne dia onye na ochire ne dia ma onye na ompeo oti sa abusive relationship no emu to extend say wuwu kura wusunsum ati wu mumpo ebetumi akobronsam jem akwa akoshe we in your relationship as unipa ede ne hu shem Our gods call us servants, and we pride ourselves in serving them without pay. Okwa bosom ho a bosom dey serve bosom no udi agro obekun say okọ nyankopon wa oho no so saa wo ye rough a oyincho abafo ye no nti no na kire say ye nyina no they call us servants ye ne ye somomo ye nkoa ye nkwan da nyina na ye pride ye ho in worshiping a ye ntua hwe ma ye tua tight ye enjoy praying ye tua tight maybe no mu be ye yie ya better other people on my life ye nim nia ye nya wom nanso ye be defend ye be ku ye ho for it. We are in abusive relationships with gods who have made themselves laws and masters over us, and it's not like we dislike it, we love it, especially Africans. Even usum numpo na wu a usunsum wo bibia etua. So I ask, spirit enye matter untumi nsom inti adenti na also obehye no wahu adenti na also obehye no because spirit ye liquid like untumi nsom inti adenti na also obesom na obe punish spirit no nyame be na wo som na ache say obe punish wa to that extent say wu kura so a wu echi obe punish abosom de nimpo de e kakra mo punish physical body inti nyansa bi wo ano no be punish wu ana wa kofa wo baso no wakunu ato aso. We still find pride in worshiping them. Aiko, we cherish being called sheep or flocks of these gods. Papa jataba sakum baba hano osi okonfo bia ye busum bia ponko chese de bia omudane nipa aboa nso ntumi nka ntro nzo mo ye mboa o omubu befuntu de yemfensi wa. Our bond with religious gods extends beyond the non-physical, and it is characterized by cycles of abuse and occasional positive reinforcement, making it difficult for us, the abused religious people, to leave the relationship. What's now sorry wa bibi a wo ye bi enye yetie ebinom ntias omo nkwa sorry omo nsum bibia. Everything is working for them. When he rains on all of them. Ye nyina ye yare, ye nyina ye hospital. Obi atena sorry wa ama na bra bo say we move it to another place. Obi atena bosumfie osum pa deep down within you. One kasa lie down. Na hwe wosum ye nyina no ade a wanya. Because bibi ntumi mboa wo ha ene menye ne wo ha. Koso koye adwuma mpo a wo expect say ye betua wo ka. Inti die bempa na wo ya wo boka wo invest bibia wo emotions wo love wo joy wo strength wo money bibia wo na wunyache na wo ye. Can we think about this? Even if you become conscious of it, say ade a me ye emboa me a wo beba bedane devil. So wo be ye conscious ade a me ye mfaso no ada metua tight ya na say now person wo jai kra untumi because ujaya ehu bi baba beto so se obi kura tumi ka kire ne yire anade kun se ujaya asori nti na bibia wo ye bi enye yi truthfully ukwa asori no da wo da mu maduani besi ho ma wudi da. Question, don't get angry. When our efforts yield results of comfort, we program ourselves to give that credit to who? And so we are poor and sick. We will start working hard for money and start looking for medicine for our sickness. Still, you will just all the promises no are they up. Now so yet wo. Ade ba ko ameti ase ni sebe. Se obi yare a ohia obi no waboa no. Ayibefuo wo baby omubu. Omo se de ade awo no no. Ono no pini de obetu ama no no ho. So wahu inti made atum se obi yare a ontumi mboa no ho age so obi eboa no na no ne ye ne hei. Nti ma na ye gini na we don't really care. Ye beboa yarefo no a omo betumi etie na omo betumi ade anya yaresa no. Omo ne eguso ayeye. We obey the Bible. Or say, ensa anya adwuma no, ema endidi. Ono aka o, se ensa anya neche se ye wo effort. Se wan nye sa effort na aduane kro ma bi nni. Common food that God cannot give you if you don't use your hand to work. He cannot afford to give you food without your effort. What else? So when did ya to me your life? When your life on betena umu nti ono korapo osan ha wo so ye den e de ka ho ye adwuma na ne ye effort na ne ye nya bibia. Who do we give the credit to? Invisible, non-interactive beings. Omo ne ye the credit no come on. So we give thanks for the work that we do. Ye hu omo ya ye bre wo honam ye wo ya no wachi ye wo ya na wa tenase na wo ye we nyina wo wi a aduane kro so wanya o ma obi ndi nso ne ye de aseda ni na e de akwa akoma no ye de bibi papa bie ni hono mo a ewo ye mu ai ya dane mmoa ade se de ade boyen ansa na ye movie ye se nyame bie ni ye mu. And that serves as the occasional positive energy to keep us in an everlasting loop of trauma bonds. Someone who and they keep these trauma bonds. We know very well that we are not getting anything out of what we are doing, but because one sorry now. You'll be traumatized. Just we are brunsam. Ye to me crack at us one quasolinti na yari we are bow. One quasolinti na same we are two. Then some crofo mo was sort of also the same yari bomb, the same asam to. How do we explain this? Otini ni amani edoso. Na so radi ni free in so ye na ya no bi piedru. Menka ho many ways. Menka sa wonu bi enye. Wa me pesa me chese kremoni nom obosomsum ni nom. Everybody is drinking. A typical example of the typical fear in your heart is the day you avoid church activities and start thinking that you have sinned, and therefore the enemy will get you through your job, your family, or your sickness. That will best stop it. Will do is we pay life in our best. Why are you always scared? So ubewu a ehu no etimi ye owo ni firi ho ka cho me bisaw obetumi ka se wuja sorry a chese niama bebrebe yo me kura de omu nya kro mbebo mpa ya gumi so obi bia be ye worse. Yet your religious leaders will increase the fear by chastising you and don't even pay attention to their indoctrination, and you have guilt in your heart for even using your phone to read the Bible. Esi empo de mina meka se mo abreso de nyamesum na ye o ye nya abreso who could read the Bible wo phone so a wo ye bronsam. You have to carry the paper wo the tablet me se ye nya abreso na asofo me no mba mfie bedidi omba mfie bedidi de bia omo ba na wa park car mienu a enyo hey ena wa park car mienu ena say omo abusofo na omo ba fie obesere car di bi ko preach ni nyina omo condemn me ni nyina ende wo ko mo fie car sisi ho apem omo bobo apeso. Hypocrite mu ni bia mu se enye mu nye bia mo ba ya abruso wo yo Kristo ni etie me ade a wo sofo tai condemn me bia ya ade oni bi maka. That is how they behave. They are so hypocrite. Asofo maame fo ni binum de eno de ejina nchenyo so ho ofechen na wawu hey asofo we num bia ye ni ama o na wa che singa bi no wa hyeso ama no owie na se singa na tata na obetumi ama asofo nketo ni bia hyenkom wa asore ho so ye brunsam o ye se obedi gbani ma wadwane afi asore ho wa se opusi o man tumi afa ma me line ka juma mi na juma me du na o feripo cause ye kono ne na agefom omo hyeso magese me na me singa omo se girls ni bebre ha obi entan obi o ba ade ye mehi any ade a wo ye no kokoam na ugina ohonom na wo ka sense enkrofo adwen wo. Meanwhile you are going through the worst situation. The hypocrisy is what I hate. With time cry tantanta emehi wo read Bible wo we so a yasem wo yese wo shatade papa yasem wo fa yasem duku bandan na and then nyina lawu da nyame ase hallelujah for wo nyame so ma wo som o mama na ye yie e de amam nde wo tumi read wo phone wo read where you wo ba wo so for na ka say ye wo tablet so de nyina ya nya advantage a ye bi. What a relationship Yet you die and come back and continue this same relationship. A dear bad relationship in ye. Uwa, obeko heaven, obeko a business obesaba, chess uwa beko some chess a dear relationship na be about it be a yen sheswasa. I have heard a lot of pastors say this, and even on my show Revelations, a lot of spiritual people also almost obekeka nyame a uya obe power su obe ye we say ma titsa sofo ni bebrebe omukeka na ye wo me na ye say I have heard a lot of pastors and these spiritual people say that they were born into a particular religion or faith or spirit. Ye wo me no na Bible kita me. Ye wo me na anointing bottle shawo ma mi wundumu eno di pie ye wo me no na dofa etuama no ne meto. Ye wo me no na abebie etuama no na mefe. Ni nyina yate ni nyina bi e wo platform we so. So traditional priests and asofo will tell how they were born with identities and symbols that point them to a particular god or shrine. Enti edie be nyankopon nie. Eno ma ye wo bosomfo na dofa kita na bosom no so obodipa. Onyankopon be nie. Ena ye wo Muslim no kita omumpodi omuntai nka no kita Quran. Onyame be nie ni ye wo Christo ni no kita Bible. Is it one God? Because this God, oh, hate way, why is he distributing all these things to people? Is he causing chaos? The problem we have in this journey of spiritual enlightenment is that people are being indoctrinated daily by religion. Or T group na no so set up bibi na ninya mibi na ende ne yeko. Lord Akam said something on Revelations platform. Papa wo ha mechiawo. Ma ba wai ti ebetumi ehia na yakasa oka bibi o say ade no mudi fi asoro ho na no mudi abewura spirituality ni mu no menene ya atwen. But what about the child who was born for the shrine and he could do all the rituals from birth? Ono so recently ye hu nkola 7 years ne 3 years so anya na akomasi omuso a omukom omuso omuso wan na di omu ba wiase bosom ne na ebo omu ana question. What about the child who started preaching at age 6 and could read the Bible or loved to play with religious items? Ono so nkola ye hu bi wo social media so no kita microphone and rade say wo de omo toto China mofra no ho na eche sa abotesem omo so abusua omo so in typical African traditions, a shrine chooses which child comes to channel its energy and which child becomes a priest. How do the elders detect this? Akwala ni bi wo ho a ne maame ne papa kwa, they have zero knowledge about the energies in the family. When we are there, don't forget that we are energy containers. So this mechanism is just energy containers. Anything at all can channel through you. So we need knowledge now. And kolani bebre wo no ma energies na channel through them. Omo maame no need knowledge about it because you are cutting off your culture. Cultures ne cry wo your families nim cry adane ne spirituality because ye benye bia tonti ye dura ne ye tete ya ye de sane ye tua ni nyina abeda ne spirituality ye nyina ye te ho. How do you detect this? Ye mpanimfo no omo ye den na aya omo detect sa niama we. So we want more knowledge about what I just said, that the platform is open. So ye wo akola no obeye bosum bi be fa na konfo the signs. How do you know? So we ye bosumfo ana busumpenyin bi na wo hwe yenya ubetumi aba na wo ne yen abehye sa knowledge. They pick the traces from behavior, aura, and general flames that connect that child to the deity. So we ba connected to deity bi wo fear. And now energy, let's use energy because ye na energy containers. Uja wo ho abibia betumi a channel through you. Inti pepe se mi bisa se wo ba na wa wo no unim wo fie ho asem. Unim energy to me bi e wo fie ho a chese una na bi no ya wewu ko a wo ba bi betumi aba e de aba nti se o ya wo behu se ade we na me na we na eye na say ni say wo yakati ye bibia off nti ye wo nkola ne pono mu show as traces because ye ni because you wo fi abusua kontonchi ni mu na fa wo bebo Kristo abusua ni mu obi ne maame ne papa nkasa osi asori dem ho emeko pani ne dware ne ba woe unto you tete no wo hu se akomafo obi enya bosom ne fa no ni ye nkosua eyo flati na obehu ana we ya bazim ye nim ba bi otete no bosom no kra ye si yetumi koto yetumi kotubi ye de abesi wo me se akoma wanyin kakra 50 years akoma na ye hu no me pe differences no obi mbra no be kire yen hu ba bi ofi ebi kra wo ha hu so ye konfo so ye bosomfo so ye untumi hu nya azim no kwa be wa be ginim na kra de ye teteko Lord have mercy. And so a child can be in the UK and the gods will send a message that the family God has chosen your daughter to be a fetish priestess or do akin to channel the spirit of your family. A energy containers. A dear ben na sa energy ni hu ya wako chusu sa body no sa abofra no e di na ewo ni mu a wako chusu say sa abofra no ombra no channel through them e dey na ma ne basa cause akola no kra ne maame no ni energy na ewo fie wo no now how and they tete na akola we ko school na sunsum no ko ho e na ko fa no e na ko possess no e de into onpe no mu di ni chin asori no mu bo mpa man e dey na ye de sa de ne ba eno na mpese uyi anoma me ana yetumi te ase what brought about this ne maame nye okonfo onimpo de ekoso na ne bo te ba bi na ade no akowurawura no aye ye den a is it that sa abofra na kombosom na no da the life be obaye what is the connection eno na me person na ye hwehwem na ye hu many families are fighting different types of attacks because of this what I just said because bibia kono so onti ase because what forgetting bibia e forget say wo kra ugina wo ye container energy bia betumi process your daughter has a twin flame that connects them to the family gods ti ase they are just energies me say aha ye we this universe here ye wo mi bibia ni wonu me betumi aye bibi without onipa dasani and snatching onipa dasani body nti we are the gods here nti sa de ni betumi asi se wo ba no what twin flame be with the energy na what you say enu na be ma sa de we etumi asi they can suddenly become channels without their will and speak all sort of prophecies. Nobody has to introduce these children to whatever religion or spirituality or shrine or worship. Automatically, the energy is there. The frequency is there. It just channels through them. What brings about this? That is what we call twin flame. It has got nothing to do with this physical. That's the twin flame ascension. Maminko deeper so that you betimi ate ase wo spiritual hour with the goddess herself, and we are discussing the traumatic covenant. The part 2 of the twin flame episode I did. Mama date to one share question abehwe we to aso. Makacho say ye jaye kakra because it was hijacked. And I didn't want those kind of jokes. So me holding on and then me to aso. Obia introduce shema no obia nkyere ne said ye de na ko wura ni mu na ede na ma ne basa. They are connected to it by some etheric linkage. They have a spiritual bond. You see, this has got nothing to do with this physical body. Like, I mean, any relationship issue, it goes beyond that when we talk of twin flames. This is twin flame. Or connection with that energy, etherically. Into a noa, and then I bondi say, kum. And then the bondi a papa, a bonnet. Should we be happy? Ebeye ni ye, ebe tumi asay no. Twin flame ni nyina na eye. Yenhwe nkomwe. Wow. We lost our history and our culture. That's why we are dying in hospitals. Because when a higher energy possesses you, because who need traces, no you're familiar with it. Quick no amaso now that hospital. Omo try niama. Nti omo try ana anye ye na wu a. No wu na woko. We don't understand any. You cut so many things off. We lack traces of our higher energies. Nti BBI the hospital. No maye, you are disjointed with our lineage. This are statistics will show traces of ancestral powers bi na higher energy bi hey because na ancestors no cry you believe is almost insensro we don't believe that they are born in us. We have a big problem. So your twin flame can kill you. I will explain. Your twin flame can harm you. I will explain. The way it works. So your supposed twin flame can be a fraud flame. That's what I say. Your supposed twin flame can be an old wound that has seen its reflections in an incarnate. Into a serious. Say oba be your papa and oba be your bonny. And how do you detect this? Say ni ama we ni ye nhwe na ya jeje nkofo bebre akoye fie ya ware nkofo bebre e na omo toa pain na ye ko mu no so. Nti abaye everlasting punishment. Let's get deeper into what I just said. Now me explaining ye. Again, this episode is for self-awareness. Obi enyusu mane they are not for sale. Now, let's look at traumatic bonds. Makambebre, and I have to explain. Inti me try se me explain na yedi esisi so. So let's look at traumatic bonds. I'm not sure people talk about this as much as they experience it. Because yen sheda ni hu nimdie. Inti se ye experience traumatic bond kra ye nim ye feel say ye faith. Ena me destiny me say because you prepare bi mu adwene mpo say destiny ni ye stages e say we pass through the pain ene royals of England minim pain krom na emu ansa no mo ayeye. Even those who scandalously hijacked that theory have no idea what cautions must come with it. Into ones all kapena oka ujaya omuntu aso da because they don't have that knowledge. They are just copy and paste. To kan ya na eto mo asum na asam ne ye depene ya oma hijack na afei omo ton no shilling. They just had it. It was nice. So then no near the see just don't come. To jai campe na ye din who started campe na started. They saw it as a nice idea and started using it and claiming ownership. So sad. Major yama ye ne yenhwe. To me so because it's not your creation. But it is important to talk about the difference between a covenant of ascension and a trauma bond or covenant of dogma. We need to understand these three things. They are very important. These are three chambers of twin flame. If you want to talk about it and you want to go deeper about it, this is the first three chambers you need to understand. So let's first clear this up. So, you've met someone amazing and the connection feels so the connection feels out of this world. Like who feeling butterflies in your stomach and you say that is a twin flame. Would you say that's a twin flame? Now, like who condition be now wow. So you leave your wife or husband with 3 kids, 5 kids to go and chase that person in the name of twin flame. Is that it? Twin flame is not physical. My theory was that connection you felt could be your key to ascension and delivering you from lower vibrational frequencies. In short, your twin flame could be your twin ascension. But the important question is whether it is a twin flame or a trauma bond. Hana confusion we don't know the deeper knowledge about twin flame. So when we see it, to relationships. There is twin flame and there is trauma bonds. They are like twins like this. Tina bibisa washasini said, "Ye shaky wo kopa." So you will mess your life up big time. What's the difference between these two I just mentioned? Because if it is indeed a twin flame, then you might be in luck to end your endless reincarnation into this prison body in a prison earth. Into when we say honam ya ye ne ti ha yi ene asase so a ye te eye purely sunsun asem ade e betimi ama waye no eno no ana ade e betimi aseye ama wo eno na mabosi. If that's the case, it will not bring any attachment. It will not bring any kraken. It is a ade we no we ko hia na wo ko ware na wo ko nya attachment wo ho a ebema waye earthbound wo be ka ha so odi honam ni ko hye mu a so wahu so wan fa honam na nhyem na wo hye no etherically a that is when ebe pagya wo every the lowest vibration ni frequency ni mu na ma wa focus wo ascension ho. This is what is called twin flame. The wisdom of detecting and understanding twin ascension reveals more than the connection, and that's where important questions arise to check if these are a result of a demonic negative energy covenant of your past life that you just hitchhiked and mistaking it as an opportunity to ascend. Obeye rough. Sadia we na eto na wunni munsonsono ya ewo mu no na sa odu hu kochem se esu ya we wukura nkeye. This is where the confusion is. And a twin flame, and a twin flame, and a twin flame. You cannot talk about twin flame without talking about the traumatic bond or the trauma bond. Because they look alike. Oma it is a vulture, any eagle, no. They look alike and they are both birds. But don't forget, say one is a scavenger who feed it from baller so, and a one also eat fresh blood. The difference between them, but they look alike. Bakun di baller, sir, and a trauma bond, and a twin flame no more looking like a tricking crophobic brain into relationships. And now no, said they are now ni partner starting na motie 1 year no, oko wari ni no. Wait now, second way truth. A big great will be any. Hey, we don't understand these things. Sure, don't bring spiritual things to the physical world. We have rules and regulations that guys here. Yeda 12 hours regulations and so. So life is not about 12 hours. Your life is about 24 hours. Master both. So you are able to understand this. Because you will near my idea, Juma woho, near where you near my idea, Juma waha, Nina so obody ni wumbi. Obi shia obi, none who ya mobo, and I will one a kakrabi, and one in Tino to a cowso. A baby I see. Baby, I say, you were supposed to pay the person's school fees. You were supposed to pay the person's rent. Pay your pain off. And I would tia yenti and liberenti ukemu. Now got wow pay neso. Yentis anyama we ase. Because when you meet that twin flame now, it's more spiritual than the physical. Ebi wa we hie nipa no, wo tia sa pain no na wako. Wo tia wo karamasa na nkrofoka na wako. And a papa kakra we na otena na we pain no will increase till the rest of your life. So either you pay your pain off or you roll yourself into the pain to continue it. The ancient masters say that a twin flame is like looking in a mirror. Memao evidences from 4 different sources, 4 big different sources. And I say 4 strong different sources. Now how they are compared the American. And this is the ancient masters. Sa no omuhu twin flame to say dia ugina ahwehwemu na wo hwe wow reflections. It intense, challenging and pushes you to grow. This is from the ancient masters. Mark it down for me. Your challenges in a true twin flame is for you to progress and feel completeness, not competition. This is how the ancient masters measure twin flames or twin flame. It doesn't cause harm and chaos. It has got nothing to do with chaos and pain, drama, distraction. That is what the ancient masters are saying. That is one. Mark it down for me. In religious teachings of destiny and divine purpose, they program us to accept things or these connections as a life path. Or a sort of incomplete karma that formed a purpose of incarnation. Ntino, almost said, "I will ye ni na no. Ukoye na baba betia wo karma ne soka." Let's say it goes beyond the physical, or goes beyond this flesh. Until when you learn that this mechanism is the only thing that keeps changing, the soul or the spirit in you is being here eons. That's why you can meet somebody now you would say no any idea kanama the soul is being here eons so into ube shia idea no ebi mu so ube tuya wo kama. That's what they also think. And no ye religious teachings no almost no. So the principle of afa, one bigger thing I know so turning into being say me worry. One of the biggest tool for the akabulans. I say can no ye strict wo ho. Ye dem brush hye ho no obi didi agora yetimi eye na de te sese de anka mo community ye na nda ni yi ase chips no. De wo wi ana watantan na ye wo ya kire. The principles of Afa and other spiritual divination will use very powerful metaphysical and spiritual methods to unravel your life's connection to your etheric purpose. Again, and also so they go beyond the physical body. Into anything to inflame goes beyond this physical body. It is a which ya numpo physically say ya. Now ma honam no ebe play part woma waka. Wasumba yeshi. There are a lot of powerful chemicals the akabulans no were using. Ebini afano, it was so powerful as a chemical for akabulans. Se see no so turning into gobe. Eno na eya. Nso beden, e wi ase nyo de obi ape no ye. How do they show you this? Ebe den na afafo ni to me de ade na gu form. They go beyond your first no. Oh my God. They do that by going beyond your physical energy to connect with your higher mind and making sense of what they see. It goes beyond, twin flame goes beyond this physical body. But now, I found also that one too. So I have given you how the ancient masters think about the twin flame. And a mama religious teachings no so and a mama wafa principle any other spiritual divination no so said they are homogeneous. Now let's go deeper into it. Let's look at these people too in addition, then we continue. And we have these astrologers and horoscope readers. Almost so they use star reading and numbers to check destiny and purpose as well as next steps to take. Astrologers and horoscopes were so all these are supposed to be in some sort of alignment with your ascension. They're not, they are nara. Be anywhere air pointed to relationship. Nina is talking about ethereal and etheric stuff. Your ascension. Because bibia wu ye biano. Esese wu na shasia. Wu na wiye. Because ye na nanom ka asem bi se abraba shasie mpo nyedin na ewiye no. So, but what if all the signs are true? They connect you to that specific path. But that path is a result of millions of years of old traumatic bonds. What if this is the case? So, how do you differentiate asama atono? Say years old traumatic bonds are. And now, because we only talk about twin flame. What if there will come no years traumatic bonds that existed long before time? What if all this magnetic vibration is a result of traumatic covenant you had in past lives? So when nipa na we shia no I will say a twin flame no. What if it is a traumatic bond? Tell me what you know about traumatic bond. Where did you hear it first from? Traumatic bond, no. What do you know about it? Write it in the comment section for me. Because we don't talk about it. When they are very important to us, we need to know. So when we are making choices, enrolling into our pain, but we will pay our pain off and continue our ascension. Because traumatic bond, you will be miserable. The connection between twin ascension is that you share the same soul split into two bodies. Mame, what did I say? You share the same soul split into two bodies. That's what I say, Mame. In a timeline, when these two souls reconnect in flesh, into a soul mienu be the air connecting in flesh, and your flesh mienu in the air connecting in a soul. Tieniye mame. It becomes whole again, not in the physical, but your higher consciousness achieves oneness. You cannot bring such a huge thing into physical relationship. No, it's a big fat no. This is a spiritual platform and we are teaching spirituality. So if you feel this is not your opinion, this calculation is beyond the physical and it's never shallow. Unless you have your agenda and I will be turn it to inflame into a physical thing. It's never about the same Christ consciousness that is achieved by meditation and other chakra rising practices, no. And no, and as I deal with eboa. It's not about physical issues. So, and no, Emma with chakra rising practices, no. We use today is supposedly achieved by this same twin ascension. At this point, it has nothing to do with the flesh. Just by randomly running into your other parts of your split soul, in all senses, you could be in a different timeline. You could be in a different timelines. Or different worlds, or different times or spaces. But you are perfectly aligned in the right time and right space. This can never be done with the flesh. It's supposed to be spiritual. And Crawford decided what that done Crawford bebre, me ye would twin flame, me ye would say, me I costu bebre, and kola obini ni kunat na wo miensa. Adie we wa obana sisa me mani miensa. Ade ko okashia into me ye. Ye problem ni soon. The way we take spirituality as black people is too serious. Do you get what we are discussing? All this I just said has got nothing to do with this physical body. And nothing I make a trust say, well, life now did you know na 24 hours and yet 12 hours. Timema will focus ni na mba bibia dia do weni hu nko aho. Se wo da hu baby awoko. Na hu baby awonam very important. That is what makes this type of ascension so unique and rare. It's not always smooth sailing, but it's truly transformational. So what you say, Maame, on the other hand, what if what you thought was your true twin flame for ascension is rather a traumatic experience revisiting you in this lifetime? Hey, can you tell? In an attempt to prevent you from ascending, can you tell? What do you wear home? Or physical, or be ma wa bre, or be sisa with destiny, or be sisa with plans, will be or do be twati team, or be ma wa causes so many errors. What do you wear home? When you meet someone, how do you know this intense feeling is just traces of past pain? How do you know? Listen, we don't know. Listen to me, me paucho. The past pain can visit you. It's either you pay for it and leave or move on, or ube jinaho na wa allow no na repeating the job. Ebema wa kotam na nimu deep. Ye won krofo bi wo ho a ofa eyire either girlfriend or boyfriend. The same way, no mu nyine eja no the same way. Omuja na another one or baba the same thing or the same thing or the same thing or the please stop dating people. Give yourself some time. And yes, I what boni to krobia to ho. And I wama upe no krofo boni mu ubekwa koto form. Afe na wo heart na break biomo na akrashe. Open pam kura nye ye Ha! How do you trace whether this is your past pain with a similar soul or remembrance of past agony? How do you detect this? Your one krofo bi wo ho a omo ye so strong that oduru baby onimsa hamaba hada. To be in back no. How do you know minia? Nipa way, how do you click with no? Said ya na mo start a 1 year no, na mo ye business plan ni ade. Wo da dwen da. Se mo Maria ebekom. We don't detect this. Obi wo kwa no ma wusia no 1 year bi. Buane ne rent ni school fees no, pay off your pain and move on. School fees a uti ade ni ko school ti chenchena chen abeware no. Ewurade e. We bie kwan sa wo betoa wo pain ni so. They can be an ant in your pants. Trauma bonds may have that deep spiritual connection because they look alike like the twin flame, Makatro. But it doesn't shake your core as a twin flame does. How do you know something is shaking your core? But the main thing is, how do you detect? Say, we are shaking me a trauma bond and I a twin flame. On twin flame, no yeding. And then your physical. It is a shake you up, sana. I didn't know him about it. I didn't know to me. What do you know about trauma bond? Oh, they catch them. But the main thing is, how do you detect? Maybe so. It is difficult, but not impossible. So we say difficult. So we detect the difference, but ain't to me ye. My number one way of detecting a traumatic past covenant is to weigh it against religion. Mean to be for religion, and this are the end of me pam trauma. Until we will have to weigh it against religion. How do you feel about religion and religious figures compared to things that truly manifest your growth and goodness? How? Where your question? How do you feel? It's so simple for me to detect with my religious metrics. And it's so simple for me. For example, it was reported recently that Ghana has discovered another oil and gas field in commercial quantities. Recently, I met you. Because a them. Oh, just spiritual. Me say mami omuchi ni. And I say, hey, intimate so much me. I mean, I'm in pain. That fire you. If you wish trouble for me, trouble will choke you. Because I don't create trouble so. Me, who is I'm straight as ruler. But in social way we are see you. In social way we are say. Hey, nya asam she. Meto me krama ba ku di nya asam she. Hey, Ghana for you am energy free wo ho a. Hey. E ba shockable. Omo aso no ba yodiomo. Na nya asam she. Hey, Ghana for never take them for granted. I'm telling you. They are serious people, oh. They are energy movement people. They can decide to take their energy from you by shrink it. There will be a no to the bottomless pit. Ghana for. In person, Ghana for do not withdraw your energy from me. No. Abusia, as usual, foreign companies will take this away from Ghanaians. Take out all the important parts and use the rest to form fuel for us. Because you need to use. So Australia, Papa, last time I catch them, that's so shame. Mokai, ye lithium episode, no, sending me office message. Say I should keep quiet. Now we don't know how to use gold. You people remember. I should me have seen there. Minyana no go jina menim no oka. Ka me kire ne tre bien. Ebinie. Niema yenyin. Ombasa befa ko. We will go and buy this fuel at the price they will give us. This price will change the price of lorry fare and goods on our market. Kenke and wache prices will rise and eventually we will suffer to pay more. Meanwhile, in other countries like Qatar, they discovered this same oil and they stopped paying taxes and oil became cheap. They had free hospitals and education, free. And you're free in Kwanche, you like, I mean free, Papa. They are developing and building houses for their people. Oh, Ghana. Osadi for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, Ghana is free forever. I think he was trying to say Ghana is free from Bola. Because I am not getting this. Are we really free? Oh God. Hey, omu sisi dayama omunkrofo. Osi stay in it and pay every month. Ghana sikafo. Yeah, nyewe. Yen to me sisi day single room self-contained. Woko Dubai ya boys ne bi 10. No mo han dan ba ko no mo yino mo dem. On to me nchia. Monthly nti nka kaya yefuo no. Nka dan ni si wo no mo gi om 2000 a month mpo a. Om betumi aye susu na every month no we tua 500 we 500 we 500 no mo tua 2000 a monthly na nipa 4 no omo share room no. We just don't care about souls as black people. Yemfa yesika na nyehwe, we don't care. Katafo, this is what they are doing with their oil. Ya discover bibia bi wo wiase. Aka nipa adako Ghana fo be paye asase ase na nipa fifiri wo ba na asemasa nsuni nyina ye ni ahoto. We see all this, but when a religious critic says something we don't agree with about our religious beliefs, who are we going to fight for? When was some yamike? Asem kakraka ya mekai se nko omun sisi dan no na omun je ne bosume nkakaya yofuo no 4 5 6 kura na omu age baako na omu age susu no bosume bia nko betumi atua. I'm telling you say kaye wo houses abrochire tina na nkrofo tina no omu tina because e dan no omu tua bosume unko tua 2 years rent. We amaken asofo bloggers no omu mfa asem we nko da because omu ankasa omo jeje tight no omo jeje nkrofo ni kobo na omo fe nsi sa adan we na asorefo na mpon rent no omo ntua monthly da omo de besi hostel school no omo de see hospitals because it's cash must flow nti ekromu anyansasem nye nyansasem mo bia. This I just said asema mike ehun hia chen bibia asofo bloggers no omo mfa da obegina we defend Jesus na sorry mba na ekoji loan ewo yi savings and loans so say microfinance na the interest gugu mu na sorry sika ne esiwo school asori na si school school omukọ bi omutia hey ede be nie wo yo sofo si we hu anka awakening asem obi kan o so preach we o preach e na how ta omu fe sika ni nsi dan ne da omu de be si hostel na omu si prison mu mba be kwa ko dem wo Yesu di mu. We are wicked oh. We are too wicked. Who see prayer cathedral eja sorry akese yina kamu di si na bia wo de man fa ncha omo enye free o monthly na omutua nipa 5 betimi aka abom na omo age na nko omutua monthly we nye ye focus na wo be wu efo bi ho ben ekrom na etini we don't care about souls. It's so pathetic. When who we me na hu ye me ne mu wo bi ka. Are we going to fight for the religious gods? Or are we going to fight for our fuel to be used for Ghanaians? Who is fighting this battle with me? And Jesus said this, and the Bible said weja, and the Quran said wapam pemnu triso. And the oil is flying. And Ghanaians are sleeping outside. And then what is wrong with us? Oh, can we come down? Why are we so selfish? How many cars do you have parked in your house? I saw no Mrs. Cano, get away anymore. Tomatoes rade di ombeji mekura no te gata na abon kankan no hu. Ombeji no me jack gata kankan no so go. I saw the dan fefe na no. Now we will walk through it. Now, this is a traumatic bond. Yeah, fight is idea fight we yo. I saw for ni na komoto adwum. They will not stand up and ask, where is the oil? Now, one can say, we are the abed akokatro bi so yewi. Obi e kavo obi ato. So what's the point? Oh my God. Hey, rewo. Where do obi anku? Fre Jesus. Ya double. Say Jesus is oye lanyo ya. Or say oye the lamp ya me say and Jesus ya boy. We hu omubufu ebefu. Ajurimu yare akọ high. We will fight and die for religion. We will fight and die for Jesus. We will fight and die for Muhammad. We will never fight for the oil to stay in Ghana so that we will have the rent, not for free, but to pay for 1 month. Yeah, and fight it that. Yet religion has caused us to lose our homes, our heritage, our culture, and to indoctrinate our children. This is what we are protecting. This brain tumor. But the relationship with religion is ever growing stronger by the day because it's a traumatic bond. Trauma bonds often form in abusive or toxic relationships where intense emotional experiences create a strong attachment. Where do you find this? Asoro ye gu nanim ase ye boni deliverance na etuapa osofo na hyeso ama no ni nyina ojaya na wasan akwa another asore wote kwo na fibroid age ye funu aboso wo dan time so yo osofo ambo wo tumi nko business ke ni wo so asore enso ya ye hampesisi osofo opono ano prayer warriors shi wachiachia and so we are still there. What do you call this? The more our religious leaders take our money and tithe, the more attached we are to them. Because you are investing, sorry, if you are investing woman, ha, ready. If you are investing woman, they hear on my sorry, in punch or money. And they are about for it, I have to be on class or your whisker. Just investing. She free mumba. Na woman tokwa na nde we ko na we ba e ma ni kra bi na abre ma na wo sika na sofo na geo musika establish asore no ma ware foforo mimi ni ma sofo bi a onu o ma obi di ni sika free land be bi asore ma na asore na ye kese e nre iwa kwa ware na nyame ntua wo ko betua wo den onu ni hu ko dade ne won mfa ne ho osofo no de ekoso bi mfa ne ho uja ya asore na mfa ne ho ye se odo ne de ne ho akodim be invest wa asore no mu ana unnim no hia woe unto you. I saw a video of a man sleeping in church and the pastor came to slap him. I was like, whoa. Nyamia yebi.
Kenya iko mambo mengi sana. Amka. Amka na makofi yako ya takataka. Toka hapa, enda nyuma huko. Kwenda nyuma. Kwenda huko, stupid.
Na papa we ate we ya wosof we ubo na sum senke nyanya bidi na wuyusu a anka wo he obehwe na sum. Only God knows ade a papa ne namu wo na brabo mo se o meduru nyame ani mi nda kakra nje mahome osofo ahwe na sum. He slapped him again and he insulted him. Papa panimu o obi kunu obi papa obi brother obi ba o she papa na sum. No, didi na tem kan e dey na waye because wada wa sorry. Hey! Na Yesu kra wanda wo boat nim. Nti papa ya da kakra dey asem. One thing I don't understand about church members is clapping and laughing when their pastors are exhibiting mental illness. They will clap and they will laugh. I don't understand. Or she papa ya sum say in the church oh. The pastor blogger didn't see this. Well, this is going on in the nose of your anus. Where you are supposed to preach. This is where you are supposed to be apologetic for. Because papa we do all my views. Just Maame Grace dim, ne Maame Grace anim. Ti e kan ni ne watale na ade abole ho. Koswa na koso. Koswana kosu. Koso. Because we the man, we na esa wo kan wasem. This is your fraternity. One Jesus, one God, one church. Ya shi obi ani su se nya didi na tem. Osofo no blogger no we hu. Ondi ni fi asem. Ah! Wa hwe papa na so mo wanya hwe wanwia de wada. Meanwhile, Bible so say, wa swa wo ne swa bra na wo ko mu bu no, bra na mema wa home. Papa si ma me ko asole na me ko je ahome kakra wo Yesu ho. Nyonku di pa hwe na sum left right center. A friend is stupid. Ama the whole church members no so asre na ka ho. Do you people know God? If this is what you want to push me to tafia kwa. And father and pushed him. To go out of the church with Jinisi Abontes on Quasor, one yes, you were that one tampo. That I cannot die, one flash it. The church was laughing and happy. I was like, damn. Unyame pe no ni made a papa na ekom wo de cha papa yi a oti we a papa yi wo de hwe we osofo we mo ehunu. There is no guide. This is a traumatic bond. Papa no next week obesa akwasori o. The pastor couldn't get this opportunity if he had met this man on the street and started to slap him or call him stupid. Kobeshi ne basa. Asori nti wehu. Asori nti no bi jisika we. Asori nti no waji obi dan yo. Asori nti se nipa we pa ogina we. Ah mu suso no si. Wo sha papa we ni kasa otie na dwen ye adwuma. Se nyanya bibi no de atare no ho anka papa we ogina bonten no otie mu senya. Ekurom mampo ye mfa nkrofo ka mfa nkrofo nko hospital. Anka obaka ko ogina ho abon nsema man. I don't understand why you clap over everything in church. Why? Papa we ye ogina we. Ani papa ye oti we. Ohia ni kuroma ko betumi akọ na sumsen. Na wetwemu aka akọ. Onyame bi nti. Wabọ na sum free. Onto yahwe. Ya san bon nsemu ama. We have heard news about a trotro mate stabbing a passenger because of 50 pesos. People will not tolerate one small harm to them. They will fight you. But a traumatic experience by religion is free. Apaya brune gay for free. Ashinasum egunenimase. A pastor can do anything to anybody and go scot-free. Everything is free for pastors, leaders of religious whatever. Everything is free for them. May say me, I have been a singer in church. I was a worshiper. You can't do worship without me. They will wait for me to come. Some of these gospel musicians, when we were singing, now I'm back here. Hey! Me see who the way sa sofo we bi no mu. Omo fire singers na. Omo fifa omo na me wo de ba me so wa. Ema wo hu se mimi ma pusi o eye bazura. Me nya omo obetumi aye omo pusi o shata de bi. Me ma da me ye wade. Anka ne show yi. Komo ma me nye. Komo be use no against me. The emotion toward religion are intense. Umpekura wo be ye. Sometimes kura no obi huakwa no so no si osofo ni niama. Bibia ye ntuaka wo ho. Enye ndure ya na ba ku be kan sa omo moto nyimu asoro me ntu omka. Omo talent no omo fa ma for free. Omo wi omo asa to offering. Hey, religion. The feeling towards religion is electric, very intense and powerful. Why is it so? I have seen pastors sleep with other people's wives. I check. Ebi kura de ne bishop bi was started marriage asem ewo YouTube mi hu na sometimes pa as if you don't know them. Obi yire ofa no won came. Nobody hates anybody. It's the hypocrisy I hate. Omo ni omo dawie, ebi ni omo ya abortion, ebi kura ni ebi wo no omo de asie. Omo wi an touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It is this emotional state that creates unreadable attachment to things that hurt us, but we can't do anything about it. You don't want to stop. I remember one time, a pastor was dating one of the ladies who came from London. Lady need in the car, no, tree near the ade. And a lady no, any papa never wo ye. First one, or wareno, because the lady was rich. May your soul rest in peace. On any wo, yes, first one, on any wo, second one. Secretary or cotton was sorry them ho. On any papa ne beda wo fie no mutim nim. Na lady we kokon no di ni sika ya asori ni bibio. Lady we kokan gwa hwedo. Me see o motriti lady na mani wuye. Jordan is sika ye ni ye no. What multitude lady no afa koduru court ogene mafri ni nsem o ma lady no ye useless. Lady ni nam ho sa na to. Owu ye. I know ba ku bi so no so ware madam for no so tonjom. Well educated lady, so neat and nice. Or ware no court na afie, no ko ware another woman be kan ho fie ho. we mu ino mo be boss sisi kroma kakraka o me sisa mu nim na mo je hwe wo me so me lusu kisa ma mu hu ba bia mo de befa because we started with you ba me no ala ka ma pusi bazura mo de na anye otata enti me ambranche amfa ho ko ma twonye pepe ma twonye kpakpo shito ma twonye shitolo oh just spiritual why with the pride of our ancestors arehu ni pentimi nkantia me si niam e binu afem wonkofo we nsa no wo hu osofo ba ko wa han dan memba 3 okodo obi a ho nim so obeware different one ofa we ya na ode na ko Dubai no akoka a chen say sesi me maame akofo obi a ode maame ensa na wa han dan ma omuni na ko Dubai eni omo koda de ope bi awie ye no wie no ka sa news we e kire omo no wa beware obi fufuro e ma ne da so te asoro wo muni mi ombeye asem bi wa we into me obi aye me forget na wa wie no wa beware na wa han dan na ma omo no omutimo e ya na wakoho no wakoda mo de eba musu enyamba me so ye osofo na ye blogger di sa nsem we ne do so wo ho pa me ma o kiss na billboards ni sisi kroma kese na o ma smile me nya ma lead the double life. This is me. Hey, ebinimu ye ni ama o. Some of them are so wicked. Their heart is so black. Sikane nyo enye ono no ye adwuma no nyae. Ti wa han da ma nipa training odu obi akọ Dubai. No ko break key up no ne omo da wie no san mo muska. Sikane ye wo de ya. Nka wutu afa mesa. Hey! This is trauma bond. Into nipa titim ebibifu atitiri. We can't yentumi nje ye ho. Some of them are wicked, I'm telling you. Some of them are wearing masks and makeups. Some of them are wearing veils. When you tear the veil, some of them are demons. These pastors and they are bishops. I said some of them. You can come and respond because you are one of them. If you are not one of them, you just pass. Because I'm found. These bonds can be hard to break because they are rooted in cycles of pain and reconciliation. It's difficult to break. The deadliest harms that can happen are the pain and reconciliation bond. Hey, I remember years ago, Nagana force or more reconciliation. Neniame nkrofo ko obu 50 years na ade ago no wa hu bi no hu bi na omo aka omo aye na chese pain na fi mu omo se omo ye. I don't know whether omo dwuade we hu spiritually and omo ya because this thing no nye bibi a wo be keka asem na no nipa ne kan na asan ebi wo ho no ma nipa na ye traumatized papa bi ko obi or starting your kind of seminar or board president ni di mpe no owu flat e wo ba bi omo ye reconciliation why when you kakra no bekai because na me shepherd because me so many things about this and my mother was part of the those who went through that horrible nti na me omo ye sa de na me hwe ti papa na owu ye ni di de me nkai ba me kai se na bishop Palmabako no owo reconciliation ade na sibi enti no papa no to from no obompa ye ema no o try say obenyane no in the name of Jesus the pain the trauma sasem no mo amobeka papa no ye friend Mr. Ampa may he so rest in peace me nkaya busuafo yawo de owu ye wo ho. This is what is called trauma bond. Ade bia ni wa ya na betimi ahame o chen pain and reconciliation bond and so bad and so serious. These bonds follow you to the grave and reincarnate with you. So this is how it works. So Minia, that is why I'm saying that when you are putting people through something, be careful. So me as a person, I don't just preach these things. So I am so careful with human beings because I understand these things. Marriages are making a lot of people go through a whole lot that they die and go with it. obeba behia wo biom. So how do you differentiate twin flame and a trauma bond? They rest deep inside your genes and come alive in your next life. You get me? So religion, their air coming in and go through a whole lot of trauma bonds. Religion, you have to accept it by force and it is not ongoing because it is powerful. No. It is all about trauma bond. Inti eya na ye me say Ghana ha ye minerals na ye nya na ye ntumi nya hwe no, it's equally trauma bond because men forget to say slave trade ni ade a lot has happened here. People have died painful death. Cool ni ade akoso so when yin kakra wo hu bia you saw it. Me nana motorway so omo di cigarette shishi na chi nyina ma na chi ye tokuro and people died in this pain. They left here with this pain to their grave. It is all reincarnating now. Now yes, I'm found one, but Jesus na say jeja wo na sa sembe to wa ono ze waro wara. They lie deep inside your DNA, waiting to spark outrage with their born twin. So when we say the identity, twin flame is a serious topic. Intimisha na mi jai na me share say. And I'm what they are dealing with here. You can't joke with such a thing. Both are powerful, but knowing the difference between twin flame and trauma bond helps you navigate your path better. Achichin krofo bebre egugugu niamem. Achichin krofo bebre egugugu niamem. So, next time your heart skips a beat, ask yourself, twin ascension or trauma covenant. Hey, ade we a yin krofo bebre omo life okoya na be ma ne wo one just a yin krofo bebre omo life anye papa biom. They can't even pick their pieces back. Omo say depression are setting in krofo bebre. I have told you that ye be school now we will be correcting DNAs near there. These are some of the things we are going to do. No, now, don't come and give me blood pressure. Enti se wunya sa escape ne pe bisa wo ho boko ne wunim kra nde watin. Is this twin ascension or trauma covenant? Because they look alike. That is tracking you to take you back to it. Hey, say a traumatic covenant there, Misre wara. Run. So what am I saying? Kasa bebreba amaken nyina ne kura ne sing. All we are saying is that whether the feeling is love or astrology, it is not wrong or right. One person I don't condemn, who's a me chow be a chia no, or betre me trebien. Ade a minim chen no, me ma wo me run me down. And I Ghana forward here be or starting when taking it on. Obenya jokers. Play alilivio. No ma ba build guso. It's not for me. So, men can't say yes nyanye. Just make sure you detect the trauma bonds from true reflection of your split soul. Please, make sure you know this. Because it goes beyond the physical. Hey, make sure you know the difference between these two. By this editorial, I am not saying if you read palm or you read destiny or you do astrology, you are wrong or bad. I don't even care. All I am saying is that we should take those readings, but let's take a step further to question the things that trigger that deep heartquake. Susuma wani nkuku obi ho. Ebi a wo heartquake no is for you to do something 6 months a move. You are not supposed to spend more than 1 year with that person. Eno na ye ni ti ye bebre ye de ye ho atoto so many problems mu. Getting ourselves out a problem. Ebi so get themselves up elusu omo ho. Picking themselves back a bigger problem. We are in the era of true and positive energy. Don't men skip away for anything. Don't follow purpose and destiny to enter into a traumatic situation. that has been hurting your souls over and over and over again. From time and space in an endless loop. Never let this happen to you. What will stop it is what I have given you. Mema we nsi usu biomu da. Mema we nyu nda da onfa wonkoto amane bi. He say, and I will God that. No, one no put you sender. Say nya aju. Enye easy. If in flesh, the person who abuses people does not want to allow them to go, but find different ways to keep them trapped. We have some of these people like that. Onyane wakotena ho. Oni uneti wo so wawari wo. De bia no wa motriti wo. Okwa no wa bepa chew. No wa san aba. Obeye west. Okwa no wa bepa chew. No wa san aba. Okwa no wa bepa chew. Nti hu anim okwa enko. Uji uko oyeso enye. Ono so a onko na wo ho nto. Ti de bia o ma wo pain na wo yeti se wo heali a. No ko me mom de nka me ye gela. Ka mema no ka mewi o mo basa. Because me ma mekum yo, kame dane Jamaica oba, almost me doors want to be better. Some people are not mentally stable. They are here to trap you and change your destiny. They are here to imprison you in prison yard. Do not allow that. Obe sewu, no wako no waba no wabe pacho. Maybe misi wa oya o. Ah. Oh, from akra family. What makes you think that spiritual trauma will allow you to go? Who told you this? Don't enter into it because it doesn't know it is enough. A bad cell. So if you are already in it, find help. In the end, let's keep our eyes on the road. Clear your own yingbe. Bible can or say ma weninda what is abo or Bible so confusion or wa or ye bronsam na fe say ye ma yeninda what is bronsam. Hey, shine your eye. Ma weninda what is abo or wo. Twin flame. Any trauma bonds, they are the most serious thing. They all go beyond this physical. I want you to understand this. So shine your eye. I'm your babe. Your baby. I am your baby. Me baba ako catch me say me say me 90 years no. My face is showing, but man check me kon. Me kon 60. Na me say na machete till neck. Me kon